Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the Howling Pit, and what we are going for our focus business today is let's just get slapped in the face a whole lot by the bog predators, and it won't matter, because we'll be 100% invincible with our lightning defense here, as well as our lightning veil, so we'll be up about around 190, lightning defense versus these guys, and then if anything does get through, we'll have 25% damage reduction here as well. We can change this either to a stun cartridge or a freezing cartridge depending on what we're going for at the moment. These guys are fairly easy to stun along the way, and so we will go for a little bit of stun action here on the Onibane. Now this is the highest two-handed sword in a status debuff form, chrome transform here, and 1619 is very high. Now we will be going up against many enemies that do have a slash resistance, and we should be doing crush through here, and if you wanted to go for crush, the best option would be the Queenslayer Greatsword. As you can see, we lose a little bit of damage, however we still maintain our normal mobility as we go through here, but we change our status damage from slash to crush, so hopefully that 112 is enough to overcome their defenses. So all of the other enemies through here, like these guys, no real interesting anything to go for against them. However, it is all about making sure that we have enough damage to go for these guys on a launch attack, and as we run over here, hopefully he will hit us enough that we can get focused. Okay, 3 and 4, okay, you missed me, and 5, and come on, there you go. Okay, and let's go for a launch. And you'll notice that that does a huge amount of damage there. And when we go for another launch, it simply kills them outright. So very awesome here how we can go for this kind of a setup here, because there are so many multiple enemies here who are going for the attacks. And so we can just stand here. Okay. And even though it doesn't take effect on hitting hitting both of them, it is a great way to go about getting iCore and everything, because we are drain boosted when we are launching these guys in the air. Okay, let's just go for another launch attack while we wait for our iCore to recover here, as well as our ability here to get elemental wall going. Okay, let's go for a launch, and you can see that our iCore is insanely boosted. Okay, we'll kill that guy, and then let's kill this guy, or at least get him launched up. Okay, now we do need Raijin's Veil again, so we will go ahead and dodge this so we can get Raijin's Veil going, and yep, that's what it's called. So you see that. Okay, and then we'll just take the hits here while we wait for our gifts to recover. Okay, now we did lose a little bit of health there because elemental wall is over, so that's good. We'll go ahead and take the hit here if we can. There we go, and then let's launch him. And you can see, because of Goddess's Smile, any little bit of extra damage that gets through, we are able to completely negate that altogether. So very good. And as a focus setup here, we have tons of iCore. Our damage is boosted by 30% to our light value, so we get an extra like 300 and some there, just to make sure that we have plenty of light damage, light value, so we can absolutely destroy these guys. And it's kind of fun that you can pretty much just walk through here and get hit the entire time, no problem, and everything is great. And also, because of Drain Boost, we are getting an extra 50% here, so like 0.12 127 or so, and then here we're getting 50% boosted, so we're up to a 0.9, plus our drain increases there from our Ichor increases from Bloodsucking Blades and Hunting Feast. So we have a fantastic setup for damaging the enemy. Now for this dude coming up here, the big chunky boy, we cannot take damage from him because we are in such a way that we are, you know, actually able to take damage from him. And so we will have to go for the attacks here all together. Okay. Oops. And as you can see there, it absolutely does hurt. And so it's just very good if we are able to simply just take him out. Now, we are going up against the Mud Gorger up here, and he is very problematic, and there's nothing we can do to block his attacks, so that is very problematic, and we will have to be very careful here along the way. Let's just hit this guy once. Okay, good. Hit me again, please. Oh, that's a good attack. Usually that can get you focused. Okay. We'll go ahead and slap him into the stratosphere here. And we'll just go ahead and knock him down since we're just sitting there waiting for him to get up. And so we'll get everything going here. And this guy will get us focused here as well. Okay, that's a good attack for us. Good. And no focus. Okay. He's going to do it again. That's fine. Oh. Come on, hit me. Oh, okay, he's not going to hit me. There we go. And let's go ahead and launch him. Okay, and let's get our gifts going here again, just so we can make the most out of our drain boost there. And then we'll go ahead and kill him. So you can see that it's like super duper easy, simple, basic to kill that guy. And since this guy is immune to stun, we just have to simply go for the sword wax. There's nothing we can do to there's nothing we can do to make this guy you know, actually do okay. Oh boy. Yep, we're dead. That is very difficult to block, and there's nothing we can do to negate that damage since it counts as physical damage. So there's unfortunately a skill barrier there, and when you see him start to glow, run away, or if you are super skilled, you can actually perfect iframe dodge away from that. EO does it, and she's very good at it. However, I am not as graceful as she is in order to find that exact timing, and so we are unable to actually get the damage on him while at the same time being able to avoid it. So let's go ahead and get our haze. And this guy, unfortunately, is not super easy to engage with here. Okay. And maybe we can get a backstab here. That will help us with healing. Okay, so he's glowing. So time to back up. Okay. Now the easiest is... oh boy. Now the easiest is to make him dodge off the cliff and kill himself. That is the most simple, and he didn't do it. Okay, so let's see what he's gonna do. Let's go for ice. Whoops. Okay, now we are focused, so we are able to launch him twice here, which is very nice that we can actually do that. Because now he will be glowing, and so it is time to run away. Oh, he is not glowing yet. Okay. Good. And let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, we dodged one attack there, so we're almost focused again. Okay, dodged another attack. Let's see if we can dodge another one here, or what he's gonna do. There we go. Okay, let's get in here for the launch attacks. Okay, very good. And launch. Good. Now he was gonna explode right there, so it's very, very good that we go for those attacks. So not too crazy if you are able to simply, you know, dodge everything. But he is very, 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 very difficult to get through, typically. And he's one of the more formidable enemies that you do have to go up against in order to actually get through this section. Now, he is a mandatory enemy, and so that's why you kind of want to take your time and make sure you do it correctly. Otherwise, you will be fighting him for a very, very, very long time. Now, this guy, we are happy to simply backstab him to death if we can, just because of the fact that he can kill us in basically one hit. So we'll take Iron Will for the increased damage reduction there of 25%. So that's very, very nice. I do believe these squids are trying to engage with us here. Okay, so that guy is a normal fight. He is not something that we do have to be careful of. We just have to make sure that we don't engage wrong with him, meaning that him being below us and us being on top there, because most of the time he will engage in such a way that you know, you have to oh, okay, instead of engaging like that, you'll have to engage in such a way that requires you to actually fight him in a different kind of sense. So it's important to, it's important to make sure that you just take your time with the guys that you're not invincible to, and then the fellas that you are invincible to, you simply just take the hits and then launch attack to your heart's content. Now, if we switch this to the Queenslayer Greatsword, because of the damage difference, you'll see that come apparent here as we go for this fella, and we will go for a focus state here. Good. That was good. Almost an entire focus bar. Now, I kind of preemptively went for the attack, and you can see that we are able to do a whole lot more damage, about 200 more damage, even though our card says that we have less damage. So that is very, very, very nice that that is the case, just because we did our damage type difference. Okay, good. Now this guy, oh, okay. That's a good attack. That gets us lots of focus here. There we go. And let's go ahead and launch him into the stratosphere here. And you can see that we do have a very, very good amount of damage, and we don't even need the second drain attack. We are able to kill these guys before they can actually require their hit. So that's very, very nice. Okay. And this guy is going to, yep, do an attack there. So let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Just a little bit of a touch and off the edge we go. So unfortunate there, but that's what it costs sometimes. And so you can see how simple this place can kind of be when you are just running through. There are not a lot of enemies that are like actually set in the way of the main path, because as you can see here, we haven't even encountered one yet on this specific run back here. And so then you will come across these two balls here, and so those will be mandatory to attack. Well, not really, you can just dodge them and they'll fall to their death. For example, this one here. Okay. And then you can see with the crush damage what a difference that makes in the damage compared to the slash damage that we were doing, and you can tell that we are in a much more superior state as compared to what we were doing previously. So here we can just slam that guy off the edge, get our ichor, and get our haze, and we can continue on. So it makes for a very, very, very fun, simple kind of basic run here when you are going for these kinds of setups where you are simply invincible to like attack these guys while at the same time engaging with the focus mechanics to make sure that you have enough damage and everything overall, just to ensure that you're having a good time here in Vane. So you can see the giant damage difference that we get when we have our frost weapon active, so very important there. And we'll go ahead and let this guy attack us, and even without our lightning defense here, we are still having a huge amount of ichor recovery, and our focus bar recovers very fast. Okay, so you can see there that the bog predators are pretty much trivialized in this portion of the game, and there's just nothing they can do about it. There's no attack they can do, there's no grab they can do. The most they can do is push you around, and that is pretty much it. So this is a fun, simple kind of way to engage with the launch attacks of the focus mechanics here in the Howling Pit. Now for the bossing build that we're going to be going for, we will be going for our busted pipe. This is a little bit different of a fight, because if we get hit once, here's the build as you can see from the description as well. But if you get hit once, you will die instantly. So this is a no-hit kind of run, and the poison and stun are pretty effective versus her, and we have to have Somatic Zeal actually active before we can use our pipe and things, and we have to keep an eye, most important, on Bridge to Glory, and second, or actually most important is Somatic Zeal, and second important is Bridge to Glory. So if those two can be active, then we are in business. Now we are trying to go for focus, because there are two methods of getting focused very quickly and easily in both phases. In the first phase, you want to walk around her in a clockwise direction at a very specific distance, and you will get focused pretty much all the time. And then in phase 2, you want her to slide as much as possible and dodge either into her or to the left, however you want, at opportune times, and you will get focused very quickly. So the reason we're going for Light Impulse is for Bridge to Glory, for more damage, and the reason we're going for Dark Impulse is for more ichor recovery and higher values of venom and stun buff. Now if we don't need more damage on our weapon, we can go for Savvy Evasion instead of Light Impulse and give up that 30% increase here to our damage. So that is kind of one of the other ways that you can go about increasing your focus times, but for right now we'll just get these things going, and then we will get into the fight. And there's not really much to say other than dodge a lot and manage your stamina, and then keep hitting her with venom and stun. And nope. And so let's see here. That is the attack we are looking for, and we just keep going around her. And okay, and we'll get focused here soon enough. It's 4 dodges and you will get focused. Okay, but she's walking, so that's bad. There we go. Good. Okay, and we can dodge all of these things, not a problem. So let's keep going for the stun here. Okay, let's go for stun weapon, stun buff, and then we will get her focused here, and we'll get her stunned. Okay. Good. Okay. And let's go for a stun here. Good. Okay, and let's back up. Now we do want to get focused here, for sure. Okay, now hopefully she will spin, or she will dodge at, or slide towards us. That is what we want. Let's just go for some whacks. Now we do need Bridge to Glory, so we are in a very, very bad way here. Okay, good. Bridge to Glory. And now it's just a matter of time to wait for the slides. Whoops. Okay. She did a bad thing there. Okay, and slide. No slide. There we go. There we go. Now we are focused. So let's head on in here. Okay. And we need Somatic Zeal. Whoops. She got me with the water. Okay, so we got her to 3/8 health, so we killed 5/8 of her health, so you can see how this kind of setup operates. It is pretty intense with how, I think we should switch these two for sure. Oops, I didn't actually switch it, this one and this one. There we go. Because we will need Bridge and Somatic Zeal more often than our drain ups, and so Somatic Zeal, remember, most important, and on the keyboard 5 is a lot easier to reach than 8, so we will do this for ease of convenience. So you can see how the entire build works. It's pretty straightforward, but if you get hit once, you're pretty much done for, and so that's kind of what we have to work on here, is just getting those dodges correct. Okay, and it's good to get a little bit of stun and poison build up there. Okay, good. Let's go for stun weapon. Get a little bit of stun on her. And this is nice that we can repeat this as many times, oops, as we want. Okay. And go. And now she will get stunned. Let's go for poison weapon. Good. And now we just need her to slide a whole lot. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, now we are almost out of Bridge to Glory, so this is bad. There we go. Okay, let's back up. And we'll get Bridge going. And good. Okay, she's gonna spin, so that's fine. Okay, we're too far away for stun. Okay. Now we will go for a little bit of dodge action here, hopefully. Good. Okay, she just needs to dodge, or she just needs to slide toward us a little bit. Whoops. I thought I dodged, but we were right on top of her, so it was a little difficult to see where she's going. But third time's a charm, right? So it's a pretty interesting kind of fight overall. Now, obviously, we are going for the most extreme version of this with the pipe, and if you want to go for something else, feel free, be my guest. It works with pretty much any one-handed sword or bayonet or anything really that you want. The nice part about this is, though, that we are using the pipe, and we are getting that free 20% damage increase because of our ice. So very, very nice there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all things running here. And let's see. Our haze is over here. So there's really no point in attacking unless you are focused. That's kind of the intriguing part about this whole thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And let's get her, there we go. And then let's back up a little bit. Just like 2 or 3 presses of the backwards key, and you'll get her into a state here. Okay, good. Unfortunate there. Okay, now she is stunned in her, or she is she's staggered once, so in her second stagger here she will go down into on her knees, so we do need to be careful here. Okay, and let's go for it. Okay, and good. She'll be stunned for a second, and then we'll go right into beating her down. Okay, good. Very, very good. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, and Bridge to Glory is over, so that's very, very bad. We just lost basically 100% of our damage. However, we are focused up here. So let's get Bridge going. Good. Okay. Okay, that was pretty good there. Oh, okay. We missed each other. Kind of interesting. Okay. And we need Somatic Zeal desperately. Okay, let's go for Venom and Poison. Okay, now she's going to throw all the wet balls at us. That's fine. Now we do need a couple of her slides. There we go. Now we're focused. Good. Okay. So you can see how as soon as you get focused, it is very, very, very lethal for her because she gets poisoned, which is an automatic 15% of her health over time. And then she gets stunned, which you can do a whole lot more damage as time goes on, just because of having that increase in your damage. I'm still taking screenshots of the transition screens here, so that's what you hear going on. I have over 150 of them, and I'm still finding ones that I need, so I'm just taking pictures of all of them now. But this build is pretty fun because it's like you have to wait for a certain mechanic to happen, because if you just go in with the damage that you have based on the build and the blood code and the weapon buffs and everything, it's just simply not enough to actually make a dent. But paired with focus, paired with the 30% ups in your values, paired with venom and stun buff, and paired with these 4 active here, and the Ichor recovery from these 2, especially Bloodsucking Blades, paired with Dark Impulse with the Ivory Grace here, it makes for a very, 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 very good build setup, and it makes for a very fun kind of fight, and it's very engaging. Like, you have to pay attention when are your dodges, but it makes for a great way to go about ensuring that when you are focused, you really want to get in there and do the damage, because that's your only point in time. And so it's kind of like a risk-reward kind of setup build here, but it makes for a great, fun, engaging fight with the Executioner. So anyways, this was our bossing build, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you tomorrow in the Cathedral, and we'll do that in 2 parts. One that goes all the way up to the Berserker, and one that finishes out the rest of the fight. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.